Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, guys? It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I'm up here just, well, I actually woke up early this morning, so I was getting a few minutes in on the screen. Actually, having some coffee this morning. I know I'm usually slamming like a Monster Energy when I walk into work, but this morning I decided to have a coffee. I sound like a New Yorker when I say coffee. Hmm. Nah, I'm just trying too hard. I'm just trying too hard. But shout out to Lavazza, or however the Italians say it. So I'm drinking some Lavazza espresso. How's everybody doing this morning? How's everybody doing this morning? Oh, yeah. Go ahead and see how to set this up. Oh, I know how to use a computer. Tighten up now. You know how to use a computer. There we go. All right. I had too many tabs spread about. I had to like center them so I could get them all in one place so I could see what's going on. I turned the AC up, but it's still chilly. Still a little chilly. So let me go through my list of stuff. My list of stuff. Where's my list? Here it is. All right. So to start off, we're talking about Nissan. So apparently, Nissan is bringing back the Skyline. And yes, I know. Some people are gonna say, "Well, the Skyline been back." R30, the R38, or I forget what number they're at now, and I'm not gonna lie, it can get crazy with the two JZ, one JZ. You got your K swaps, K2000. Um, just the numbers and letters can get confusing to me. I'm not too much of a diehard Nissan fan to give you the numerical, like actual, like name for it, but yeah, they're bringing back the Skyline. I think like the R34, R35 version. They got a video out. Hold on, let me share my screen. I'm thinking it's gonna be cool though. I remember I was overseas in the Turks and Caicos, and I saw a Skyline. Yeah, so funny story. We're all outside. This it's like it's one of them clubs over there, and we're all outside waiting to get in. And we're all young, so we're just like hanging out, trying to be seen. I guess just on in around the scene. We're trying. Yeah, that's a tongue twister. Trying to be seen in or around the scene. Yeah. But yeah, we were just hanging out. We were leaning on some lady's car, and I remember she had came by, and she nicely, politely asked us to get off her car so she could get out of there. And yeah, it was the Skyline, Nissan Skyline. All right, let me go ahead and play this video. And that's it. So, I mean, if you could, let me stop sharing for a second. All right, let me zoom it back in. See if I can find a. Well, yeah, I can find a Google image. Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. No, no. What in I hope this isn't it. I hope that isn't it. I didn't really find any actual pictures of it. I was just getting up in the morning. But oh Lord, I hope not. Nissan. I'm not a Nissan fan, so I'm gonna let y'all know now. Please don't do this. Don't do this. Mm-mm. Uh, damn. Oil still good. Well, to take away from Nissan and with whatever, please don't do it, Nissan. Please don't. Don't. Just don't. You're damn right when they say officially teased, though, because don't do it. I swear, if y'all make this a sedan, it's over. And don't let it be electric. Don't let it be electric. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. I had to double check something first. Again, I'm not familiar with the Japanese and how they number these cars or engines and stuff like that. But if y'all gonna bring back the Skyline, please do like an updated, just update the engine from the previous Skyline models. Like I think what they had a twin turbo 2.6 liter. That that was raw. Um, I think I have seen like people swap them out for like, yeah, I think I've seen people like do like K swaps and all that stuff too. But yeah, just do like a updated version of whatever engine running for the current or like previous models of the Skyline. Like, well, let me see, what was the yeah, it was a 2.6 liter twin turbo. There it is. Hands down. Just put a 2.6 in there, put the twin turbo, probably up. Yeah, I'm trying to think because with today, like everyone wants more horsepower and shit. And there's my alarm. Shoot, I woke up before my alarm today. But yeah, Nissan, please don't do this. Don't make it a two-door coupe. Put that 2.6 liter twin turbo in there. Uh, if you really want to get some fans to, buy in on it, I would say go with a let's say damn, what was this? Damn. And I remember Paul Walker. Thank you. I knew I was gonna remember his name. Yeah, go ahead. Just make it a two-door coupe. Don't do this four-door sedan concept. And do a Paul Walker ticket. Damn, tongue twister for the ages. Do a Paul Walker edition, specifically. Put some carbon fiber on that thing. Forge every single inch of the engine, forged internals all the way through, and see, carbon fiber, forged internals. What else could you probably do? I mean, do whatever top tier, probably partner with Sony or whoever, get a good sound system in there and, put a, and I know this is going to be the hardest thing to say, put a decent price on it. And this is actually a good car if they can do it right. What I'm seeing now, no. If y'all finna make this a four-door looking, and it looks like an EV too. Hmm. Oh, excuse me, I got a cat I need to go take care of. I'm gonna play my intro video real quick. Sorry, gotta give him his scoop. I'm back. But yeah, Nissan, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go ahead, check, see what's going on. All right, let's go see what's going on with this. Yeah, I got to stay up to date on what's going on overseas. Okay. So apparently, Iran has seized two vessels. There's been, I mean, repeated fire in between. Damn, I got more shit on there. All right, so tensions between the U.S. and Iran have escalated after Iran seized two vessels and fired on others in the Strait of Hormuz. This action followed President Trump's indefinite extension of a ceasefire, which Iran has rejected. While a U.S. naval blockade of its ports remain in place. Yeah, Navy Secretary has been fired. John Pellin, however you want to say that, has been removed as U.S. Navy Secretary after just 13 months. Reports cite repeated clashes with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth as the primary reason for his departure. Yeah, it looks like a lot of stuff is falling apart, guys. This, but I called it though. Like over a year ago when we bombed their nuclear facilities and stuff, I was like, yeah, this is gonna come back later. This isn't the end of it. Let's see what's going on with the updates.
U.S. Navy Secretary John Phelan is out effective immediately, according to the Pentagon. It's the latest departure of a top defense leader as the U.S. and Iran fight for control of the Strait of Hormuz. CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata has the latest now from Tel Aviv.
Heavily produced video released by Iran's Revolutionary Guards, complete with soundtrack and drone footage, is said to show Iranian fast boats approaching one of the cargo ships. Masked men boarding the MSC Francesca, then boarding and capturing a second.
Okay. I'm gonna put a disclaimer on this for the sake of propaganda, but Like y'all just gonna let them speed? I'm sorry, I don't care what you like. Y'all ain't got no armed guard. Y'all ain't got no like anti like piracy defense like. And I'm only saying this because I saw the Captain Phillips movie where they had like the little water hoses to like scuttle like little speeder boats and stuff like that, or turn them over because of the basically when you got a whole jet of water pushing down on you, you can't really get too close, or if it hits you, you could cause a boat to subside because the water hitting you would knock you off tilter. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm put a disclaimer out for propaganda, but yeah, they got Iran attacks 3 ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, that's the news is going to be a little different between different media. Where the article I was reading from came off Yahoo, which I believe that was sourced from, I think, the New York Times or something.
Cargo ship. Ship monitoring websites track the vessels to a few miles off the Iranian coast. No injuries were reported on either ship. Iran says the attacks were in retaliation for the U.S. blockade and seizure of 2 vessels this week. A member of Iran's parliament taunting an eye for an eye, a tanker for a tanker. Far from being degraded to the extent that the Trump administration insists, multiple U.S. forces tell CBS News roughly 60% of the Revolutionary Guard's Navy is still intact, and about half of their ballistic missiles. In a further show of defiance, state TV showed what it said were 2 ballistic missiles being paraded through crowds of Iranians shouting death to America. But American forces are repositioning and expanding their reach to.
Oh, that is so not a good look, man. And the thing is, I'm going to make a parallel to the Vietnam War. When you can get an entire country to rally against you, it makes it so much harder to justify why you are actually, doing this. Because at first you wanted regime change because, hey, they were oppressing the Iranian people. But now the Iranian people have sided with the oppressor. So, like, I don't know. I think by interfering, we have, but we're always going to interfere. That's one thing about America. We interfere in everyone else's business. And some people feel like because we are the world's superpower, we are a world superpower. You got to admit that we need to meddle. But sometimes it's better to stand back and let things work themselves out with certain countries. That's just my opinion, because you can, how do I say it? You can side with one political party over another, but in the end, people are going to choose what they want. You can only meddle to so much of a degree, even with propaganda and all this stuff. Like what I just said when I saw the video, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put a disclaimer on that because propaganda. Like, how do you just take a whole tanker and there's no like fire exchange, no like casualties? Like, that's too. Now, if it was like a staging, to build morale, I can totally see that too, because why wouldn't you? Yeah, that's crazy, yo. Let me go ahead.
Include the seizure of a tanker ship suspected of smuggling Iranian crude oil in the Indian Ocean. Tonight, U.S. officials we spoke with said they are continuing to hunt down oil tankers as far away as the Indian Ocean, while south of the Strait of Hormuz, they've turned back more than 24 vessels headed to or from Iran. Tony?
Charlie Daggett. Charlie, thank you very much.
Oh, man, it's chilly this morning. I had to turn this AC off. It's too cold in my house. It's too cold. But yeah, it's about that time, folks. I gotta get up out of here. I start getting ready for work. I already packed my lunch, but I know my clothes are still in the dryer, tumbling. I need to get those things out of there. But yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. See what's going on with the price of oil. Anybody hear about them blocking Trump from using nuclear weapons? That's crazy, right? I know Tesla's loving this oil push right now. He's like, see, this is why EV is good for you. Let's see. Okay, so crude oil overall. I'm reading this by Yahoo Finance. Go ahead and share that. $93.75. I'm going to advanced chart. I gotta get advanced for y'all. Damn, it's cold as a motherfucker. All right, boot up, boot up. I'll have to excuse me. My computer runs slow sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pushing it to the limit. Let me actually close some of these tabs. That be the thing. I have so many tabs open at once. All right, so it's the interval. Let me go. What's the farthest I can go at? All right, let me look over the path. And take it out over the 3-month chart. Boom. So let me see where we topped out at. And 119. I say 120. I know that's a little bit higher than usual, but crude oil gets valued and priced out differently. So I say we hit up about $120 max. Price tumbled off, but we're gonna stay within this. Let's see where we bottom up about 79. Not bad. I don't trade futures contracts, but Hey, if you're somebody that does, this might be a good little bounce play right here. Nope, 411. Yeah, let me go ahead and get ready. I gotta go to work later and start hitting that dusty trail. But yeah, price of oil, crude, it's about $93.80 right now. I don't know. If Trump wants to, he could probably release a couple barrels out of the strategic reserve, bring the price back down a little bit more, closer to the $79 price. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't predict the future, but what I would say is, hmm, yeah, I say we're probably going to see the price of oil bounce around this little price range. So from $110 to about 85, between $110 and $85. So hey, if you actually do trade that type of stuff, I know between like Kalshi and all these different apps, you can just trade or bet on whatever. So hey, there's opportunity for some of y'all. Let me sip some of this coffee. It's cold. It's cold in here. Mm, yeah, that's crazy. I know some people at the gas pump like, damn, I don't even want to fill up my gas tank, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I feel y'all pain. I was just at the gas pump like a couple days ago, and I was like, shit, time to put this 35 in. Oh, all right, guys. I'm finna go ahead and sign off. Thanks for watching. I gotta get ready for work. Oh shit! I got a package coming in today. That's what's up. Shout out to Amazon, keeping you updated when your packages are being delivered. Yeah, you probably have some. I'm gonna just pick it up later when I get off work.